today?
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So I've been meeting a lot of new people here at Dartmouth, floating around on the street corners, it's great. I meet a lot of new guys. And I've been able to classify guys into like a few different categories. You have the leaners, and then you have the touchers. And the leaners are easy enough to deal with, they're all up in your face, but you just, step back slowly, almost off the curb. The touchers are a little more tricky, they're trying to hold your hand, and you end up playing this awkward game of keep away, you dance around the place like a performance monkey. And there's a third group of people, the leaners and touchers, the guys who are basically throwing you into oncoming traffic as you try and maneuver yourself away from their grazing gaze. But then there's that fourth group of people who don't know what they're doing, and they're leaning and they're touching you and pulling your hair and going through your jacket, and you start running away and you're sprinting, and you trip and you fall, and then he's on top of you, and he's thrusting your hands inside of his pockets, and you're like, hey, those are my Tic Tacs! So I was out to dinner with a few friends the other night, and I ordered a cheeseburger, and the food took a really long time to come, but it eventually did, except for mine. And the disappearing waitress came back after about 10 minutes and was like, oh, we're so sorry, we're going to be right out, we're just melting your cheese. I was like, melting my cheese? I'm sorry, but isn't that part of the food cooking process? We put the cheese on the burger and it melts as it cooks? Like what, are they all in the back going, Situation 82, Situation 82, come here now, this is not a drill, repeat, this is not a drill, we gotta melt some cheese now! And they're all running around, huddled together, trying to create some body heat, they're blowing on it, trying to find a match, and they're like, it's not working! The cheese is not melting, it's not working! And then that genius dishwasher in the back is like, hey, don't we have a microwave? And they throw that burger in there for 30 seconds, and dang, it's done, and the waitress grabs it, brings it out, and is like, I'm sorry, we're just melting your cheese, And she's all disheveled, sweating, your fries are getting all soggy, just melting your cheese. And you're like, well, I'm sorry, I was just farting in your booth. You ever notice how certain foods make you feel all ostracized? Like white bread. You eat a white bread sandwich, you might as well just tell people that you're living in a cardboard box on peppermint bread and cheese blocks. And hard-boiled eggs. No one will take you seriously if you're eating a hard-boiled egg. You try and cut it, it just zooms off the plate into the guy you like's face. You try and take a bite of it, you look like an idiot. You try and mash it up all cleverly and put it in your salad, and people just look at you like a 4-year-old who vomited in the ball pit. But the worst is cottage cheese. You can't get away with anything when you're eating cottage cheese. And you're all excited, in the cafeteria all ready to eat, and then everyone's like, okay, step back. We got another cottage cheese consumer. Consuming the cottage cheese. Don't anybody look at her. Don't breathe on her either. She might catch disease. Don't hold her hand. You don't want it to go near the consumer of sin. She's gonna eat you and she'll burn your flesh with your eyes. She's a monster. So as I reveal my horns and I'm like, I'm sorry, I tase them. So I was having a heart-to-heart talk with my roommate the other day, about unicorns and flowers, and the guy across the hall comes in and says he can hear everything we're saying through the vent that's in the ceiling. So naturally, I was really uncomfortable, so I grabbed some heavy football socks, some duct tape, and I shot him. You ever notice those people who get mad uncomfortable around strangers in bathrooms? The ones who walk in there all cautious and scared, and then try and grab that stall in the end, run some water so no one hears them fart. Those are the same people who are having a freaking party when they go in there and realize they're all alone. They walk in all cautious and scared, realize they're by themselves, and whammo, it's like the 4th of July. They're running around like firecrackers, picking their nose, farting in the sink. They're farting in the sink. They do that a lot, actually. Then they run over to that handicap stall. There's a chair in there too, and I forgot my joke. They run into that handicap stall in the end, they run in the chair in there for absolutely no reason, grab those 2 metal bars in the end, shit an elephant, don't even care the sound it makes, and then they don't care the sound it makes. I'm fucking this up big. So what I like to do is when I see these people is I pretend like I